And welcome back. This is Waffle House Fight Night. I'm your host, Brent Carlson. Well, a ruling by Hawaii's High Court saying that a man can be prosecuted for carrying a gun in public without a permit cites crime drama TV series The Wire and invokes the, quote, spirit of aloha in an apparent rebuke of a U.S. Supreme Court decision that expanded gun rights nationwide. A later ruling was also handed down from the Hawaiian court that overturned a murder conviction of an alleged witch after citing the movie The Wizard of Oz. I always thought that was a great legal drama. I loved it. Well, a South American tourist is recovering in her home country of Brazil after visiting New York City, where she was hit by a migrant teen's bullet that was meant for a security guard. Immediately after being shot, the victim, Tatiele Ribeiro Lemons, sent an audio message home to her husband in Brazil, screaming, "Help!" 2 positive outcomes did come from the incident, as Lemons is expected to fully recover, and Liam Neeson will no longer have to go overseas to film any more Taken movies. I bet that really takes into their budget and all that first-class stuff. Well, just downtown from Lemon's incident, New York City resident Jane Duncan escaped an attack from a knife-wielding West Village vagrant by pretending to have COVID. As the man known in the neighborhood as Michael jumped into Duncan's face, Duncan began to fake a violent cough, which scared the attacker away. In an ironic twist to the story, every Thanksgiving, when asked by family members how he's doing, Michael fakes having a job. I mean, you got to get mom off your back. I mean, tell her what she wants to hear. Well, a handful of century-old sponges from the Caribbean seafloor are raising some new questions about climate change, in which the Earth may have started warming sooner than originally thought. The study that was conducted on the sponges concluded that the planet has already gone past the warming target of 1.5 degrees Celsius, and implied that the planet may be well beyond the point of no return. The study was an update from the 2010 study, which was entitled The Moldy-Smelling Washcloth Planet Killer Experiment. The crowd favorite Waste Management Open was renamed a drunken shit show after many fans got into fights and alcohol sales were suspended. The very popular PGA Tour event has always had rowdy crowds. However, this year's event set the record for the most out-of-control white people not on methamphetamine. It keeps you going all that 72 holes. That's a lot of golf to watch, especially in Arizona. Well, in his first at bat for Sacramento State, Matt Mazziangelo had an impressive outing as he reached base 7 out of his 8 plate appearances. The only problem was that the outfielder was hit by a pitch each of those 7 base-reaching appearances. Here is a photo still of one of Mazziangelo's at-bats. He's kind of crowding the plate a little bit. In a bombshell report released Thursday, special counsel Robert Hur found President Biden, quote, willfully retained and disclosed classified materials. Though Hur said he has convincing evidence implicating Biden, he recommended against criminal charges in part because of a jury might find Biden as an elderly man with a poor memory. This is known in legal parlance as the old stupid bastard hypothesis. I haven't heard that one before on Law & Order. Well, the investigation closely resembles the inquiry into former President Donald Trump, who faces 40 criminal charges and up to 450 years in prison for resisting to hand over documents after leaving the White House in 2021. This possible prison sentence falls just short of the 461 years that serial killer Robert Hansen received in 1983 for abducting and murdering multiple women in the Alaskan wilderness. Many legal experts are calling the comparison of the sentences as Potato, potato. I mean, they are pretty close. I mean, they're just they're Alaskan chicks, you know. What are you going to do? Well, Joe Biden on Thursday mistakenly referred to Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi as the leader of Mexico, although little concern was voiced as the president was in his room at the time playing Risk by himself. I mean, you can't get confused. That game is really realistic. Well, the U.S. president has also said that Israel's offensive on Gaza has been, quote, over the top, while at the same time he told the Galactic Empire that they should have deployed the Death Star into deeper star systems. I always thought they made a mistake doing that. Well, now that Donald Trump's fine of over $300 million in his New York case has been handed down, many diehard supporters have started a GoFundMe page to help pay for the former president's judgment. In related news, supporters of billionaire Elon Musk are coming to his aid after the recent drop in the share price of Tesla by having a potluck dinner. Those always bring in big-time money. And finally, a driverless taxi in San Francisco was set ablaze on Saturday after a crowd in the Chinatown district of the tech city broke out its windows and threw fireworks inside the autonomous vehicle. After police finished their investigation, the car was parked on the sidewalk where it was set up to be a great above-ground pool for the locals. And that's all from here at Waffle House Fight Night. Please hit that like and subscribe button and tell your friends. Thanks for joining us.